Hey guys, welcome to What Was Mommy Thinking? My name's Crystal and I am so glad that you're here. Today, as you guys can see, I have all of the things that I need to do my first weekly check-in in my new Happy Planner Big as far as actual spending. We just did a check-in about my tracking. I can link that video up in the eye in the sky for you. But if you want to see how I did with the actual spending and getting my accounts balanced, stick around.
Keep our faith if we keep our faith. Sometimes I'm like a whisper in a riot, but I grow stronger, keep believing in me.
So in true fashion for What Was Mommy Thinking, for me, Crystal, I am going to do this real time with you guys. I haven't looked at it or practiced it or worked out any numbers ahead of time. So we're going to do this in real time. So any boo-boos or mistakes, that is happening live for your entertainment. But what I have here is my Filofax Saffiano wallet. This is where I keep my weekly cash envelopes. I also have my monthly cash envelopes because, again, what we're going to be tracking are cash envelopes. This is my Happy Planner Big. It is from 2017 and it's undated, so I'm just using it because it's all about using what we have, right? And making what we have work for us and being enough. So when we open this, I've got my little pocket with some of my stickers in them. I still haven't covered that up with anything. And we go straight into June. And all of my bills for the first payday, or for that payday, so all of these are paid. I don't know if you guys can see or not. Let me try and zoom without bouncing you around and making you seasick. Every bill that had to be paid this paycheck before the next payday is paid and has cleared my account. That's why there's 2 check marks on each of those boxes. This truck payment is the first bill that will be paid with tomorrow's payday. So we're good to go. I don't have anything outstanding that needs to be paid. And if we go to, let me zoom you guys back out so you can see the whole page. Sorry about my hand being in the shot. If we go to the weekly view, we started tracking for the weekly check-in on the 4th. So there's a couple of things that are important to know. On the 4th, when I balance my account, I have the total that I had for groceries at that time, and that's where we'll be starting with that because the majority of my grocery sinking fund is kept in the bank because I do mostly online shopping. I am slowly transitioning back to in-person in the store shopping as I find time to do that. So we will start here with our expenses, and I've got a little marker here for my weekly check-in. So I'm just going to pull this page out. I'm going to flip this over in half so that I can try and get most of this in for you guys in the shot. We're going to grab a pen and we're going to start adding things up. Now, I will tell you, oh goodness, what color do we want to do? I've got, I don't want to do red. Red's just, we'll do hot pink. So, for this, we're going to only track cash envelopes. So when it comes to categories, we've got grocery and household. And I'm going to do those as a split, right? Then we have, let's go through our cash envelopes here. We have groceries, we have household, we have gas, we have eating out, we have pets, sports, and allowance. So we're going to do pets, sports, and allowance. Perfect. All right, so for the purposes of this first ever one, we're going to start with the balances that we had. When we first started this, I have to take a peek. I had, my starting balance was $898.79 in the bank, and then my cash envelope amount was $200. So I need to change this to a 10, right? because I got to count both in one. So I had a total of $1,098.79, and in my household I had the full $100 when we started all of this. In gas, I think I had 140 when we first started. Yes. So because we had on my cash envelope stuffing for my paycheck, we rotated where we were doing $40 one week and $20 another week for a total of $30 a week. So I actually only had 120 was what I started with. For eating out, we started with $200. For pets, we started with 125. For sports, we had a big old goose egg. And in allowance, we started out with, I want to say 80. Yes, 80. Okay, had to look at my little cheat sheet on the side. Okay, so let's go through and track our expenses. Again, anything in yellow that you see here is a sinking fund, and we are not tracking that on this check-in. We're just doing these blue stickers. And I am going to zoom you guys in so that you can see those amounts a little bit more clearly. And I will scoochity booch over just a hair so that I can also bring this sheet over. Now, we're going to start with the grocery. We have 102.84. Can you guys can't see my calculator, can you? 102.84, and then when we get to this, we had Winco for $126.69. And then if I look over here on this page, couponing has been coming out of my grocery budget. So we're going to add that 158, 234, and 536. All right, so I have that I spent $238.81 out of my grocery budget. And if you guys missed this week's couponing video, I will try and link that here for you. I came out of pocket $9 and some change for almost $74 worth of product, and it was good quality, useful stuff that most of us use. So try and catch that video. If you guys want to start and follow along with me and do deals or something, let me know, and we'll work all of that out. So in eating out, I see that I spent $50, and that was sushi. And then on household, we did spend $25. Okay, so I don't believe we spent anything in pets, we spent nothing in gas, nothing on sports, and nothing out of allowance. I'm going to take a quick peek and make sure. Yep, everything else up through today has been a sinking fund. So we did the Father's Day's transactions, and then, oh, I lied to you guys. For pets, what was this? Sorry, y'all, I had to pause for a second. On Monday, we made a purchase. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that one really quick, and I'll be right back with you guys. I can't remember. Oh my gosh, I'm totally retarded. On Monday, so we had made an appointment for July the 29th for both of my dogs to get mobile groomed here at the house. And they called and said, hey, we've got a cancellation, we can come this afternoon. So that's exactly what I did. So I did spend the full $125 out of pets, and as you can see, I also had to tap into our miscellaneous and our birthday to cover the $284 cost. of having our dogs groomed and a de-shed done on my German Shepherd, and I was saving for this to be able to pay for it by the end of July, but they were able to come, and both of my dogs really need it. We were actually on a waiting list. So what I have to do is, as the pet fund refunds, do I want to put this back or do I want to go without it? As of right now, we're fine managing without it, and that's where we pulled from to pay for this in cash so that I didn't pull out a credit card. So pets, I did spend $125, and there is nothing remaining. And as far as the rest of it goes, that is it for that spending. And then here we did a purchase. The miscellaneous is my newspaper subscription, and then these 4 sinking funds were someone needed some underwear. And I bought all 3 of my boys new lunch boxes for back to school, so that's what that $45 is. We had to buy a new, is it a spigot? I don't know what it's called, where the water comes out at your bathtub. We had to buy a new one of those and a couple of small things for the home. And then we had some miscellaneous items that we needed. So all of these came out of sinking funds. They're covered and we're good to go. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to check each of these envelopes and make sure that I am on track with where I'm supposed to be. So in grocery, we went from $1098.79. We're going to subtract that $238.81, which would leave us with a balance of $859.98. Hopefully I have 859 or 860. I'll have to check that out. With our household, it's 100 minus 25, so we should have a remaining balance of 75. Can you guys see this? Of 75. For gas, I should still have the full 120. For eating out, I should have 150. For pets, I should have nothing. For sports, I should have nothing. And my allowance, I should have 80, but we're not, I don't even think we're going to check that because I don't even think it's in this wallet right now. So let's do grocery first because that's going to be the most challenging. So before this video started, I did go in and check, and in the bank for grocery, I have a remaining balance of $592.99. Now, I already know this math isn't going to work out, and here's why. In my cash envelope in my wallet, there is nothing. I used it, it's gone. In my monthly cash envelope for groceries, I have $150, right? The 50 for each of the 3 remaining Financial Fridays. It's Financial Friday Eve. So if I add the $150, I come to $742.99. Now, that means that somewhere along the way, I'm missing some money. I kind of knew that was going to happen. I wasn't trying to figure it out before I came on here. I wanted to show that if you take that $742.99, I'm $117 off in my grocery budget. And I don't particularly remember how that happened, but I'm going to write that right here, and I'm going to have to go find that $117. What I think has happened is that I have allocated this money out of my grocery budget to something else on my little balance your account stickers, because that is the exact amount of a bill that popped up that we weren't expecting, and I do believe that I've pulled it from grocery, but I will confirm that and let you guys know. So this is not balanced. As of right now, we have the $592.99 and $150. We have $742.99. So I'm going to write that right here, so that we have $743, and we're going to figure that out. I do believe that that is going to be the actual number that we start with for next week, but you know, we'll see what happens. All right, let's do the other ones. They're much simpler and will take much less time. I'm going to pull my Happy Planner Skinny Mini out and have my Skinny Classic here. So in household, we should have $75. In my household Skinny Mini envelope, there is none. So that is 0. And here it says we have 75, which is 25. Each of these is 25. 25, 45, 50, 75. So that one checks out, and we do have $75 to start next week. So I will stuff $25 tomorrow on Financial Friday. I will move $25 over. We will get that taken care of. So for gas, in my weekly envelope, let's see what I have. It says here I have $40. So we'll add that, 40. And then let's see what we have left in the monthly cash envelope, because remember we are balancing for the month. And it says here that I have 160. So we have 20. Oops, we have 20 for tomorrow on Friday. So let's add that 20. Then we have 40 for the following Friday and 20 for the following Friday. So that's the $120 that I've been working with, because if you watched my cash stuffing envelope, the goal was to have this $80 left at the end of the month to put towards either savings challenges or maybe back into grocery. But my $120 that I started with is exactly what worked out. So I am going to keep with that $120. And I will be getting gas this weekend. We do have a baseball tournament, so as of right now, gas is completely balanced. I'm happy about that. Oh, pardon if you guys can hear my neighbors cutting their grass. I'm sorry. All right, our next is eating out. And as you can see, there's 0 left in my eating out weekly envelope. In my monthly envelope, I should have 150. So here's 50 cash, 100 cash, and a $50 gift card. So I have $150 in my eating out, which is exactly what I should have. If you guys didn't see, I did a deal at CVS where if you spent $50 on a gift card, you got $10 in their CVS Extra Care bucks back. So I used $50 out of my grocery to purchase this, because this is who we order pizza from when we order. And it is in here for one of our eat out evenings. Okay, according to this, I should have a big goose egg in pets. And as you can see, there is nothing, I mean 0. In this envelope, it's completely empty. And in my weekly pets envelope, it is completely empty as well. Nothing in there. So that works out. Sports, again, should be empty because that envelope is getting stuffed tomorrow. There's nothing in there but the ledger. And so we will carry over that sports, or let's see, eating out. I'm figuring this out, guys. Now I know why you guys do this. I don't know why I put it up here. Hi, my name's Crystal, and I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so $150 for eating out, which is wonderful. For pets, we have nothing that we're starting with. For sports, we have nothing. And for allowance, we have our $80. Okay, so that wasn't as painful as I thought it was going to be. I do have to find that $117. Like I said, I'm 99% sure where it's at. I am still with this $742.99. With there being 3 weeks left in the month, that still gives me a grocery budget of $247.66 per week. I am really comfortable with that amount given the fact that I've done my freezer, fridge, and pantry inventories. I do need to make a big Sam's Club purchase, what I guess most people are calling their summer Sam's Club purchase, and to have things here at the house. and that would take, almost the entire weekly amount to do so. However, like I said, I'm really comfortable with this. If I do the Sam's Club in addition to my weekly grocery, I know that I'll be fine for the remainder of the month after that. It's not a big deal. So that is where we're at, you guys. I have $742.99. I have $117 to go find. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I know where it is. And that is officially my first weekly check-in. I really get it now, you guys. Those of you that do weekly check-ins and you do them this way, now I get it. I understand why you do it. I understand how tracking and everything that you do here plays into your weekly check-in and gives you just a snapshot of your cash envelopes. I get it. I totally get it. So tomorrow starts a new week. It will be when I do my, why isn't this laying flat? What did I do wrong? Oh, because that little piece of paper right there. Tomorrow starts a new week. I will be doing my grocery pickup tomorrow, and so those stickers will go here for what I spend. Right now the plan is to do a Kroger and a Walmart. If I do end up doing the Sam's Club, all of that will be here, and it will be the bulk of what's left of my grocery money, leaving me probably close to $75 per week for the last 2 weeks, maybe $100, which is perfectly fine. We've got plenty. My menu's already planned out, and we're looking good on that front. So I want to thank you guys so much for hanging with me and letting me work through this process for the first time with you live. As I said, the discrepancy in the grocery, it just is, it's real. That's what it is. And I took money out of my grocery and used it for something else that came up and or is coming up that hasn't hit yet. But that's where that $117 is. I'll probably I will probably put that 117 as an unexpected because it was something we had not planned for. So you'll see that this week as a red sticker in my outgo. When it actually hits my bank account, you'll see that down here as a red. So that's it for this week, you guys. Thank you so much for doing my first weekly check-in on those stickered sheets. If you are interested in weekly check-ins, I do sell the weekly check-in stickers in my Etsy shop. Right now I have them in the watermelon and in the flip-flop pattern for both the 7x9 planner and then 8.5x11, which is Happy Planner Big or just a regular notebook. And I did go ahead and put the words in them because I had messed that up, but they are in the Etsy shop. So I hope you guys are having an amazing Thursday, that you're ready for tomorrow. It's Financial Friday Eve. Tomorrow's going to be a great day. We've got a great weekend ahead. So take care of yourselves, be well, and I will see you tomorrow for Financial Friday. Bye, everybody.
I'm holding on, if almost gone. Someday